Hey guys, happy beginning of the week. We're actually going to go in with the tarot first. I know, shocker. And I'm going to see how spirit kind of leads in terms of going into the oracle. I do feel like we're going to use them, but I think there's something that wants to come through the tarot first. So let's just see. Whoops. Hold on now. Hold on. Let's just see what comes through. Okay. Yeah, it's like right away. Right away, Spirit's talking about this energy of really needing to take care of yourself on an emotional level right now. I really do feel like this is prime time for you to be showing up as the Queen of Wands. You know, the Queen of Wands is pretty much my archetype for that master manifester, and she really believes and just knows that she can create and call in the desires of her heart, and she knows she's a co-creator and works with divine and Gaia and the energy upon the earth and her own gifts and talents. You know, she really is that archetype of the it girl, and in regardless of gender, she is that energy of I'm manifesting what it is that my heart desires, um, in tandem with what's in divine alignment for my life. So she's really in tune with those energies. Um, but it's interesting that divine is talking about this need to really nurture this aspect of yourself. So it feels like there may be just a little bit of lack energy coming through. Somebody that's I think that's why the energy was tugging on me the way that it was this morning, because I think somebody really needs to like hear this on repeat, or really get the confirmation that it is time to manifest and call forth and what it is that you desire. And it's not just, okay, let's talk about Queen of Wands. It's not just, I just want this and therefore it's time. This actually speaks to you've cultivated a readiness, you've done an amount of work on yourself to be able to show up as the Queen of Wands. So it's interesting to see the Ace of Cups in reverse, kind of like planted so right next to the Queen of Wands, because it's like you're act like the Queen of Wands. It's almost like you're like the Queen of Wands that's kind of needing some TLC to remember who you are. So maybe that's what today is all about. Okay. What else, Spirit? The energy. Yeah. All right. We got the Hierophant and the Empress in reverse. So, with the Hierophant in reverse, that speaks to me in terms of talking about this need to not have to follow a status quo, to think outside the box, to not be afraid to expose the truth of who you are and to be different, and to come out of stagnation here with the Empress. There's some you're needing a, okay. It's like Spirit is saying this is not the time to play it safe, collective. Um, Whatever it is that you've cultivated as you're showing up here in the Queen of Wands, it's like it's time to use that. It's time to take that and go forward. With the Hierophant in the reverse, it feels like you're going to have to be willing to do something a little bit different here. It might feel like it. It might feel like you're saying yes to something that's not, when I was saying the status quo is kind of like a comfort zone for people sometimes, right? It's like this, I'm going to stick to what I know. But with the Hierophant in the reverse, it's like, no, I'm going to go forward. And, with the Empress, this is kind of a in reverse. This is kind of a stagnated energy. So again, I think it has something to do here, collective, with your emotions with the Ace of Cups in reverse. Like Spirit is saying, I don't know if you have a fear. I don't know if it's like you're showing up as the Queen of Wands, so I know like who you are in terms of what you're capable of and what's really going on. But I don't know if this is a subconscious thing also, and sometimes it does tend to be. like, not feeling like you're ready, not feeling like enough, or maybe okay, we'll get more information actually, but I'm already kind of getting the downloads on what this is. Hold on, Ace of Cups in reverse. Spirit, just more information. Yeah, there is something here on an emotional level that Spirit's saying that it is subconscious here with the moon, and it's something on an intuitive level. It's like you don't even maybe understand the full breakdown of like, yeah, why aren't I showing up in all my Queens of Wandsness right now? Because you are that it girl or that it guy right now. Like, your energy in the Queen of Wands is really magnetic. It's like you could manifest, I want to say, almost anything right now. But there's a level of stagnation. So it's like this feeling of the universe wants to in bring in these things for you. I feel like your energy is highly attractive right now. So I don't know if it's that you don't know that fully, or no, I feel like you know that, but maybe you're not feeling into that for some reason. But yeah, with the King of Cups in reverse in the moon, I think there's some, what is this? So with the moon, it can kind of speak to like latent psychic abilities. They're kind of coming to the forefront. So I do feel like you're kind of getting your gifts online, and I feel like they're still brewing and they're still working for you. They're still like, you're still figuring out how to make them work for you and the work that you're doing out in the world. But with the King of Cups in reverse, there's definitely something going on with you emotionally. So, I'd be curious to know. I want to ask again and see if there's something particularly that is triggering you to feel like the Ace of Cups in reverse, or triggering you to feel like the King of Cups in reverse, just not on your emotional game right now. Let's see if there's something going on, or if this really is just part of the journey, because I'm getting that as a download too, that there's a little bit, it's kind of part of your journey right now, that like it's going to be a process. And I'm getting this information so fast, I'm sorry if it feels like it's just going all over the place, but I feel like you're being told that you need to move. You're going to continue to do the work of your emotions, but I'm not feeling like, oh, you need to work on this, I need to work on this, and like sit still. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you need to know that you can operate as the Queen of Wands and claim what is rightfully yours and say yes to what wants and is coming in. It's like, I feel like it's headed your way. So you're either going to catch it and receive it, or it's just going to pass you by in the blink of an eye and you're going to be like, where is it? What happened? So yeah, that really is, I don't need to pull another card for that. That is the message here with this whole emotional aspect. Like, you're still going to be learning how to perfect your craft. And it is something in the intuitive realm here with the moon card. You're probably doing some type of spiritual work, but if it's not spiritual work, there's a spiritual work being done in you, and it is translating into the gifts. So it's interesting. Everything is spiritual anyways, right? So there is no such thing as like, oh, you're not a spiritual, you don't work with the spiritual, you don't work with the spiritual at all. Um, Top of the deck is Two of Cups in reverse. So we'll go ahead and talk about it, because this is probably more or less what is also contributing to this Ace of Cups in reverse. Like, if you are feeling a little bit drained, or if you are feeling like your emotions aren't tippy top shape, there is probably someone you're dealing with right now, relationship wise. It could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be a partnership. It doesn't matter. It's somebody you're dealing with where it's not the best situation. It's kind of a toxic situation. It's not a reciprocal giving and loving relationship. There's probably some conflict going on. I'm gonna ask Spirit about what's something for you to overcome right now that will assist you in moving forward. So let's just see. And then I feel like, actually, what? Okay, Temperance is what just fell into my lap. So this is about getting yourself grounded, collective, whatever is, and then victory. So for sure, confirmation. Spirit is saying right now you're really integrating both the spiritual and the physical world, and this is about really learning that integration. It's not. Yeah, there's so many. Dude, there are so many energies. I keep looking down at the moon and getting more energy and more energy. It's like there's an awakening happening, and it's like it's comp sorry, the smoke is like super dramatic. There's like I'm putting it out. There's a compounded awakening that is taking place. You have so much going on. First of all, you're showing up as the Queen of Wands. Spirit is talking about you manifesting. There's a little bit of stagnancy, there's a little bit of hesitancy. There's something going on in your emotions that doesn't exactly feel clear, which is contributing. You've got a relationship, you've got some kind of trigger in a relationship with somebody right now that I do feel like is kind of taking its toll. Um, it could even be this Two of Cups in reverse could even be relationship from the past that you're dealing with bad residual juju from, whatever, present, past, whatever. Spirit is saying here with the Temperance, you got to ground. You have one foot in spirit, one foot on the earth, and you're literally cultivating the integration of that. I would really at this time start, if you don't have a grounding practice, I would really start cultivating a grounding practice. You can earth, you can, go stick your feet in some aspect of the earth, grass, dirt, mud, sand. If you don't have anything else, your floor at home, just it's really about kind of drawing an earth. It's called earthing. It's drawing from Gaia and really allowing that to help stabilize your energy. It's energy is all about intention. Where you place your intention and your focus, it expands and it grows. So you don't need any kind of like special anything to be able to access that type of grounding. But I do feel like here with the Temperance, that's what this season is all about. It's about tempering the energy. It's about um, balancing and integrating the things you're learning. Like I could totally see you kind of like um, toggling and integrating and kind of like bobbing and weaving through earth energy and spirit energy, and it's everywhere. It's like it's in your communication, it's in your focus and your mindset, it's in how you do relationships right now. But I do feel like in your ability to temper the energy for yourself, Spirit saying Six of Wands, you do have success and you have victory here. So I don't know, I'm not worried. You know what I mean? Like it's that feeling of like, I don't think you're going to be stuck in this Empress in reverse energy as you go forward. I think some of you maybe really do need to hear that like this isn't going to hold you back in any way. You can go forward. You are showing up as the Queen of Wands, so I would use that wand and I would start get that going, get that manifestation process going. You know what I want to do? I do want to pull now the African Goddess Rising and just kind of see. We might come back to the tarot because I was kind of feeling that too. So let's just see. Yeah, Wounded Healer, Sekhmet comes out. So I'm going to read it. I'm going to read some of it. But, right off the back, Sekhmet Wounded Healer is all about like what you take on and how much you take on. Like the relationship thing that was showing up. I don't know the exact, I didn't pull so much of the details on that because I don't feel like going into it is super important. But I do feel like what you need to know is do not carry the burdens of a toxic relationship. Like if there's somebody in your orbit or someone that you're dealing with, or even energy that you're not interfacing with in the physical, but maybe it's residual from the past, do not continue to carry and look into the energy and tap into the energy. This feels like a very independent of whatever that is that spirit's asking you to go towards. It's like get focused and the more you allow yourself to carry things that aren't yours, I just feel like that contributes to this Ace of Cups in reverse, where you feel drained. You don't feel like the Queen of Wands. You don't feel like a baddie. You don't feel tempered in your energy. So let's see. Sekhmet's guidance is, it says, heal thyself. Everyone gets your best except you. You are a healer amongst your tribe. Yeah, I'm definitely reading for somebody who is, you know, your something to do with how you're using your gift out in the world. You're a healer amongst your tribe. Stop putting your needs last. Yeah, Spirit's saying this is the time to focus on you. It says, when did you decide to become a martyr? Take a breath. Wounded healer holds sadness, rage, fears of brokenness. Yeah. Let me read that again. Take a breath. Wounded healers hold sadness, rage, and fears of brokenness. Being a warrior wasn't a choice for our beloved foremothers. They did the best they could. But being a goddess warrior for us is knowing that we have the choice not to fight all the time. So don't fight with this person. You know what I mean? I wish the Two of Cups, I didn't pull it out. We just saw it. I just saw it on the top of the deck. But Spirit's saying, do not engage, right? It's a trick. It is going to zap you and put you further into a confusion about what it is you should be feeling, what it is that you are supposed to be thinking about. Um, it- Spirit is saying, put down your sword and your shield. This is about you stepping forward out of stagnancy and into the mother effing queen of wandsness that you are, because this is truly, truly tied to your destiny. This is about fire energy, and the element of this oracle card segment is fire, warrior and fire. Let's see. It says deep dive questions. What are your swords and your weapons you use to fight? And what are your shields, the way you use to defend yourself? Dare to lay the burdens down along with the sword and shield. And then the declaration, like the little affirmation, is it is safe to put myself first. Okay, so that's what's really coming through. It is about, this is your time. I don't know how else to say it. This is your time. Do you want the abundance? Are you ready to receive? Are you open to receive? And most of all, where are you placing your focus? Is that in alignment with what divine is trying to literally bless you with right now? But it is so ripe for the picking right now, these manifestations. We're going in with the Archangel power. Spirit, what messages do you have for collective about this? What more do you want them to know, see? Solutions. Okay. Archangel Zadkiel. Success that comes from objective compromise, self control, patience, forgiving, and healing energy. You are primed for receiving the success of everything you've been working on. Um, it says self control and patience. So it says forgiving and healing energy. So it's like you're being asked to let go of whatever this toxicity is. There's another way. Right? There's another way forward. It's almost like at this point, it may feel like a distraction. What else, Spirit? That's what I'm getting. Oh, shoot. You know what tried to pop out? Emperor. So let's go into it. Yeah, stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation, ambitious plans. To me, Emperor energy is like not playing around. Okay, Emperor energy is protective energy. It's not guarded like paranoid. It's just strong. It's strength. It's kind of like this is the season you're in where it's a boss. It's a boss energy where you're just your how that your energy is safely and assuredly housed within you, and you're not gonna let anybody kind of like come in and dick around with that and play around with that. So yeah, I agree, Spirit. Yes, like emperor energy all the way. Channel your inner emperor, believe and know, show up as the Queen of Wands. um Co-create with divine and say, yeah, this is where my heart's at. This is, and then go, right? Don't Don't allow the conflict, this Two of Cups in reverse, whoever this individual or the energy coming off of this situation, to get in your way. Is there something else we want to do? We're going to close out with the tarot, and I think we're done. I just kind of blasted through that. Okay, let's see, Spirit. What's the last message you have for collective? Let's see. Okay. Okay, there was a couple. We're gonna pull a couple more for the last message. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So for many of you, this is about getting. We've seen this in the past, getting your stability together. This is really about being able to make progress in in the context of your finances, in the context of your home, in the context of your work. Um, if you guys are overworking, that's something to look at too, because the energy that came through this reading today, um, and I just want to make it clear if it wasn't implied, when you're showing up as the Queen of Wands, it isn't a matter of overworking in order to get what you want. It is about you showing up in the magnetism that you're just embodying it. You're embodying the magnetism. So it's like, as you step into this and not allow your energy to be drained down into a hole where it's not going to yield anything, with whatever that situation is that you're dealing with. This is about showing up and attracting, but you can't just sit, and it's not like sitting and waiting. It's about making it happen and doing your part, right? That's manifestation. It's mindset, it's embodiment, but it's also through that embodiment and mindset, it enables you to actually like move and put things together and put things out there and speak and create the whatever it is, the forms, create the roadmap. If it's going online, if it's putting together that event, if it's sending out the invitations, like whatever the action, this inspired action is. This is about being able to make improvement on your financial stability as well. But it all just kind of feels like it goes together. Okay, Queen of Swords also made a jump, a little mini jump, but she wants to talk, so we'll listen. It's giving very much so in line with that Emperor energy. This has come up before, Queen of Swords. You're gonna have to boldly claim your truth and your boundaries. This is about really having a well lubricated and operating throat chakra here with the Queen of Swords. Um, if you're dealing with somebody who's in a lack energy, or who's in a somebody who instigates toxic situations, this is about showing up as the Queen of Swords, okay? And if you're feeling a little beat up and bruised by whatever this toxic exchange of energy is with this person or situation, you do have the Ten of Swords in reverse. I do feel like you're being asked to get up and dust yourself off and know that this individual, the situation really doesn't have any kind of energetic power over you. It may feel like they have some other kind of tangible, maybe even financial, if you're dealing with some kind of setbacks here. It could have something to do with home, where you live, and things like that. So you may feel a little bit, but I feel like this is about, okay, and for some of you, we're getting a Nine of Cups in reverse. So it could be someone that you're dealing with in a love situation, but it's with the Ten of Swords in reverse that was on the top of the deck. Spirit is saying, overthrow that energy, like I'm not trying to make it sound like this is a drop in the bucket easy. I'm just here to relay the information that I see, that this is totally doable. Let's get some more information on this Knight of Cups in reverse. Emperor. Again, hello. Okay. All right. So there's a couple of energies, and actually it's a little piece of energy that came out from yesterday's reading. But when it comes to whether it's somebody coming towards you who has energy that's misaligned in a romantic sense, like watch out for that. There's a little bit of energy. There was a talk about sensuality in yesterday's reading. So if that applies to you, or that could be for the cross watcher, if it's not for you. So check that out. But Spirit is saying, look, do not let any player energy come in and distract you from you being the Queen of Wands. Okay, so Nine of Cups in reverse is typically my energy for like player, like, you know, somebody who is coming towards you more so with like a physical and sexual attraction, but maybe not so like a divine partnership objective. So if you are looking for a relationship, or you are um, being pursued at any level, just I would be cautious and make sure. I took a phrase from Patty Stanger from the Millionaire Matchmaker years ago. She always said, check under the hood of the car, because if the car is a beautiful shiny Corvette and they look real good on the outside, but once you check under the hood of the car, that's where you really see what's going on with the mechanics of that person, that the engine. Do they have good bones? Is this something you really want to invest in? Spirit is talking about protecting your energy from stuff like this. So it really makes sense for this message. It's kind of funny how it came in at the tail end, but whether you're dealing with somebody, because there was a Two of Cups in reverse that came in, so some of you guys might be dealing with toxic relationship in general, past or present. This Knight of Cups in reverse isn't really all that interested in a divine union collective. You know what I mean? It could be somebody resurfacing from the past, or it can be somebody who just popped up recently. But Spirit's like, you need to hit them with that good old Emperor, okay? Show them, show them, show them. Do we have one more message? I feel like one more message. Let's see. About this Nine of Cups in reverse, Spirit. Information. Something popped out and over. Yeah, it's just confirming it. So I guess we're good to go. But it's a conflict with this person. Okay, so do not we already said this, but do not get sucked in to the lower frequency energy of this individual. It doesn't feel, if you are wondering if this individual is going to make a turnaround, I'm not seeing that at this juncture. So but what Spirit is saying is you can go ahead and focus on you and go ahead and get your bag. Like, this is a bag collecting energy. This is also a spiritual alignment, path and purpose alignment collecting energy. Okay, watch out for this individual. I got the Nine of Swords here on the top of the deck. Okay, I don't know if this is them trying to rush towards you with with some craziness. Like, it doesn't feel aligned. It doesn't feel like somebody who's going to add in a positive way to your life, especially right now. Yeah. All right, collective, I think I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully this resonated, and I hope this was timely. The energy felt like it really needed to get out, so I was obedient to that nudge. And I will see you guys in the next reading. Have a great week. Bye.